Morning VIPKID teachers. This video is for the new teachers who need to fill in time fillers. In the beginning, I remember it was very hard to pace. It's something that you definitely get used to. I would have, on bad days, I would have more than 5 minutes left over, and I was scrambling to figure out what I was going to do to fill in the gaps. You know, you're finished, you get to the goodbye slide, and you're like, oh no, the timer's still, you still have at least 5 minutes left. Oh no. It's not a good feeling. It's a panicky feeling. You're wondering, is the parent going to be happy with what I have? Here is how you actually fill time. I've been with VIPKID for a little over a year now, and this is how you do it. Once you get used to the pacing, you can look up, randomly glance at either your phone or, even better, glance at the timer if it's correct, and you can see I'm on slide 16. I should be at about minute 16. Okay, if you're on slide 25 and it's minute 15, you need to slow your roll. Okay, so this is kind of how you pace. You just check up at the timer and it should kind of match the slides. Of course, there's an exception. Assessments, there are many slides, more than 30 slides, so you learn to pace it. It gets easier as it goes. And here's what I do to fill time during class. If I see some students, they race through. And you can slow them down, but even if you slow them down and they still read so fast, here's what you do. You draw out your conversations. I've definitely learned that. Ask them questions about the slide. If you can plug it into their real life, they really like when you ask, a lot of my students like when I ask them personal questions about their real life, about their best friends, about if you're learning about the friends, just have it to do with the lesson, have it coincide with the lesson. Okay, I was teaching about the semi-aquatic animals. There was a turtle. I asked, do you have a pet turtle? She had a pet turtle and she got so excited. It's just conversation, regular conversation that they'll be able to carry on after VIPKID. The second thing, spelling. A lot of my students, if I can tell they like to spell, they've been typing in the chat box, they've been writing on the slides, use the spelling. I'll get their vocabulary. If anything is in red, you can have them spell it. And just when I ask them to spell it, I say, can you spell? Let's pretend like the word is some. Can you spell some? And if they just repeat some, I say some. S-O, and then usually they'll either spell it out loud or they'll write it. So spelling and conversation are the best time fillers for me. I usually teach level 3 through level 6, and it has worked out like a charm, and I rarely ever get to that last slide and have to fill time. Rarely. In the beginning, I remember it was very often. I would get out books and read the ABCs. I don't hardly ever have to do that anymore. And it feels good because I don't want to be reading a book to my students when they're engaging in an online platform. So that works out for me. You can let me know below what you like to do. If you've been with VIPKID for a while, what works for you for a time filler. I definitely would have to say that you will get better at pacing as the time goes. Happy teaching.